guys, it's Bex. Welcome to another video. We are doing another TBR jar picks, my monthly TBR video. I was contemplating whether to do the TBR jar, picking my TBR this month, because I am going on vacation in January to Costa Rica for me and my husband's kind of late honeymoon, because I got married in September. It's really cold where we live in the winter and Costa Rica is warm, so I want to read books that would be good for that vacation, aka like kind of BG summery reads, because it's going to be like 85 degrees there. So I was maybe going to just do like a mood reading month, but these are just so fun, so I thought I would do one anyway. And we're probably just gonna have a lot of books on our TBR, and I probably won't get to all of them. But with that being said, I think I'm gonna do 6 prompts. With that being said, let's just get right into the first prompt. I was also going to refill my TBR jar, and I actually got an actual like jar for Christmas from my bestie that has these cute little like rolled up pieces of paper that you can write on, and they're all different colors and you can write your TBR prompts on them. But I haven't gotten around to doing it yet, and we still have prompts left in here, so I'm gonna do that probably for February, and I'm really excited, but I just haven't had time, and it's time to film this video because it's getting close to January. First prompt: the shortest book. Okay, I mean, there's literally one book that's the shortest by a lot, and that is this one, specifically the first novella in this collection of 2 novellas. This is part of the Shadow Me series. This includes Shadow Me and Reveal Me. The first one, Shadow Me, comes after Restore Me and before Defy Me, and then it goes Defy Me, and then the second book in this novella, Reveal Me. So each novella in the series is like less than 100 pages. So, I mean, pretty hard to beat that. Let's see, this one is 75 pages. So definitely the shortest, and I'm not mad at that because I really want to finish the Shadow Me series this coming year, 2025, specifically earlier in the year rather than later. And I'm getting close to being done, so I just need to finish it, and I'm loving it so far. If you don't know, the Shadow Me series is a YA dystopian with some romance series about this girl, Juliet, and she has kind of this ability curse that if she touches somebody, they can die. Like, her touch is fatal, basically. And they live in like this dystopian world. And that's the gist of it. But yeah, this is the next little novella in the series I need to read. Definitely the shortest book I own, no question. Because probably the next shortest is This Is How You Lose the Time War. I can't remember how many pages it is, but it's probably still above 200. So this is the first book on our TBR. Also, I have to leave in like 30 minutes, but I should obviously have time to film this video. I was all ready and stuff to go out, so I just figured I'd film while I was ready. Ooh, I keep waiting to get this prompt because I remember writing it down. An award-winning book. So what are some common like awards for books? The Pulitzer Prize. Honestly, can't think of any others right now, but I know there are some. So let's see, I might have to do some research, and hopefully I have one. Wait, it says it's People's Choice Favorite Fiction winner. So this is one. I'm trying to think of what other books might be. I feel like this would be a good one to read in Costa Rica, but I don't think it has won anything. I really do want to read this book, but it's just kind of intimidating. I doubt this one is, but I really want to read this. No. All right, I don't know about any others, so I think are just going to go with The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I do really think I'm gonna really like this when I read it. It's just really big, and kind of the contents are like a little bit heavier because of the topic. It's talking about World War II, German occupied, war-torn France, 2 sisters. It's kind of their story of more of the women's war during the war versus like the fighting with the men and stuff. So yeah, this will take me a little bit longer to read, but because we have this super short book, maybe they kind of even out. So that's the second book. At this point, I can't remember what prompts I have left in this jar, so they are going to be a surprise. Ooh, a YA book. Sweet. I love a good YA book, and I have quite a few. The Renegade series by Marissa Meyer. This is the second book. That is YA. The Grace this year, I think, is YA. I think The Cruel Prince is YA. A Winter's Promise is YA. Defy Me is YA. Legend is YA. Oh boy. The Six of Crows duology. Oh my gosh, I have so many YA books. The Grandest Game, I think. Winterwood. So we have a lot of options. As I was saying, I really want to read Arch Enemies, and it is a continuation of the series, which is always better than starting a new one versus some of these other ones. And I really loved the first book, Renegades. And yeah, it's just one of my goals in 2025 to finish series that I'm in the middle of. So I do think this would be a really good one. Yeah, I think without further deliberation, we are just going to pick Arch Enemies by Marissa Meyer. This is like a YA sci-fi series about superheroes and kind of good guys versus the bad guys, but you don't really know who you're rooting for, because the good guys have obviously a good reason to be good guys, and the bad guys, at least our main character, on the bad guys side for a really good reason. So you like her even though she's like a villain, not of the story, but in like the place they live. The first book was just fun. That's like the best way to describe it, and I just had a great time. So this one's also a little bit thicker, but it's YA, so you read it pretty quickly. I feel like we're picking books really fast. I'm like not spending 5 million years deciding which book to pick, which I usually do. Oh my gosh, we really don't have very many prompts left. A book that matches the current season. Ooh, sweet. Okay, it's winter, obviously. However, is it cheating if I pick a book that's going to match the season of where I'm going in January? Costa Rica, because the Costa Ricans consider somewhere, I think near the end of the year, like November through like May, they consider their summer. Could go either way. I could go with a wintry book because there are some that I want to read. I really need to read A Winter's Promise this year because I've had this book for a while. What other books are kind of wintry? Winterwood by Shay Earnshaw is like about like a snowstorm. I feel like I've said this in so many videos. Six of Crows screams winter to me. I don't know if it actually is wintry, but I feel like it is. So does that count? So I'm kind of leaning towards Six of Crows or Beach Read. We're gonna go with Beach Read, I think. I've really been wanting to read this book anyway, but it just hasn't been the season for it. So I feel like this is going to be the perfect time. I've read one other Emily Henry book. I finally read it in 2024, and that was Funny Story, and I liked it. So I'm excited to read this one. This one seems to kind of be people's favorite, so we'll see what I think of it. It is about like two authors who write different genres of books, and they are both, I think, in kind of reading slumps, writer's block. So they decide to like switch genres and write books in the other person's genre, and so they're kind of going on little like field trips, it calls them, to help them write their books, and they are staying in neighboring beach houses for 3 months, so hence why it's beachy and kind of summery. But it's summer in Costa Rica, so this counts, I think. But that's gonna be the 4th book for our January TBR. So we have 2 more, and I think I have 3 more prompts. 3-word title. Maybe I'll just do 7 so that I use all my prompts. I don't know. Okay, 3-word title. I should have some. Yep, I have The Gracier, The Cruel Prince, A Winter's Promise, The Grandest Game, Sorcery of Thorns, Six of Crows. If you see a couple books in the back, by the way, those are either like continuations of series. Oh, I forgot to put this one in the front. This would also be a really good book to take with me to Costa Rica. That is Summery. Dang it, I probably would have picked this one over that one, to be honest. It's fine though. I'm gonna put it in the front though, and this is also a 3-word title. But like I was saying, the books in the back are mostly continuations of series that I haven't yet read the one before, or just books I'm not really in the mood to read right now, and I was kind of running out of room in the front, so I put them back there. So we have quite a few options. Is this the time? Is this the month I'm gonna start Six of Crows? I really do want to start it, and again, it screams wintry to me, and I probably would have picked it for the last prompt if I didn't pick Beach Read. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. This is the start of just a duology, so not bad, because I did say I'm trying to finish series, but I have a lot of like the first books in series on my cart, so you gotta read them. I bought them and I want to read them, but you know what I'm saying. This is a YA fantasy, and it's about like this group of outcasts and they are working together to pull off this super dangerous heist. That's all I really know about it. Heard amazing things. Hopefully I do actually start it in January. All right, we'll see what this next book is, because I do have a couple bigger books on here, so do I really want to just use all the prompts? I don't know. Book that starts with the first letter of the month. Ooh, J. Do I have any J's? I don't think so. Dang it. All right, well in that case, we are going to pick every prompt. What? Where'd this one come from? I actually have two more. This one was on the ground. Well, I guess I'll just pick this one for my next one. It was on the ground and I realized that I had too many prompts on the ground. So I was like, what? Okay. Book by an author whose first or last name starts with the first letter of my first name. So confusing. The author's first or last name has to start with R, the first letter of my first name. So R.
Carly Fortune, no. Sarah J. Maas, no. Kim Liggett, no. Kate Golden, no. No.
Ooh, Fireborn, Rosaria Munda. Ruth Ware, the woman in cabin 10.
Shay Earnshaw, no. What's her first name? Alex, no.
Rogerson, this one's last name, Sorcery of Thorns. So we have Fireborn, the woman in cabin 10, Sorcery of Thorns. Sorcery of Thorns really seems like a good book to read in the fall to me, and it's not fall, so don't think I'm gonna go with that one. This one is a thriller that I think takes place on a cruise. It says it's a beach read thriller. Ooh, I don't think it says anywhere what it's about. Oh, here it is. It says, a travel journalist, Lowe, has just been given the assignment of a lifetime to travel the North Sea on the inaugural voyage of the Aurora, a luxury cruise ship. Between the plush cabins, elegant guests, and sparkling dinner parties, Lowe's trip is nothing short of amazing, but as the week progresses, Lowe hears what can only be described as a nightmare. A woman in the cabin next to her being thrown overboard. The problem, none of the passengers on deck are missing, so the ship continues sailing as if nothing has happened, despite Lowe's increasingly desperate attempts to raise the alarm. I mean, that sounds super interesting, but I also really want to read Fireborn, which I think is like a fantasy that involves dragons, but this is the start of a new series. All right, I am gonna go with The Woman in Cabin 10. Let me just throw my book on the ground. By Ruth Ware. I'm excited. I don't know if it's specifically going to be good to bring with me to Costa Rica, even though this is kind of beachy, so maybe if I'm in the mood for something besides like a romance, this might be good. I don't know, we might bring it, we'll just see, but I'm excited to read it nonetheless. All right, yeah, we are gonna stop there. This was 6 books. That is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!